In the past on this channel, we have fully disproved the Kurumi case, coming back and saying the exposing videos done on him were false and they were made for clout and attention, and also to get the Russian community on Eiriley's side. We thought that'd be it, but we had some predictions. We predicted that as soon as Abyss of Darkness or Firework was verified, Eiriley would leech onto those verification videos and try to build up money and views, and make the verifier look terrible. Other predictions were made, such as maybe if Arcturus was verified, the same case would happen, but nothing much happened. Then there's VSC. It was actually recently verified by Yossarian, and that was a revolutionary event. Connix came in and was the first victor, but ultimately got exposed, and that was all true. Now, what if you were to not expose that cheater, but instead expose someone who isn't cheating? Well, today is what exactly happened. Our Russian friend Eiriley came back and decided that he wanted to build as much money and views as he can, and even manipulate the Russian community to believe he is right again. And to do that, he has to false expose Yossarian. And that's pretty much what happened. Anyone who has watched this channel since March of 2021, you will remember he did a similar thing to Kurumi, and nowadays he is legitimate and we proved it. Of course, there are people like who still believe Kurumi cheats and should be banned off of Point of Grade. Most of the time, these are trolls. Ironically, some of these people are cheaters themselves. So anyways, I'm gonna jump back in this rabbit hole that Eiriley created and show you all that Yossarian is legitimate. And if Eiriley wants to come back and attack me like he did back in the Kurumi situation, then well, you can abandon all hope on him. But let's not waste any time and jump into it. Unlike the Kurumi exposing video we disproved, there's really only two main areas we have to focus on, those being the desynced or recycled clicks, and of course, the noticeable delay found in the video. Fortunately, these are pretty easy to disprove. Let's start with the easiest one, the delay, which actually contributes to the click issue. So, Yossarian uses Shadowplay, not OBS. How do I know this? Well, it's because of a variable frame rate that happens. So, what is this variable frame rate? Well, this is where the raw footage is not a perfect 60 frames per second, it instead dips to 59.xx. The x's represent the mysterious numbers that Shadowplay records. For this example, I'll use 59.94. When you get to this variable frame rate, the raw footage desyncs the audio after a long time. That frame rate, at least from what I can tell, rapidly changes from 59.94, for example, to let's say 59.31. If anyone can prove me wrong on that theory, let me know. But from what I can understand, this is a variable frame rate issue. Even though you can't see a 59.94 frame rate option in Shadowplay, it still does happen. Why is this an issue, you may ask? Well, if we open up raw footage in Vegas Pro 17, yes, I actually did get a 60 FPS video. Without utilizing our 2-frame method, if you sample how many frames it takes for a click to happen at 30 seconds, then head to like 4 minutes and sample another click, your results will differ, and this is what this variable frame rate issue is. So yeah, delayed. Basically explain what happened. Now comes the juicy part, where I always disprove this point, yet Eiriley just does not want to drop this kind of behavior. As some of you know, his video editing software has blocks that sample the sound's waveform, and it's not really accurate. Vegas Pro 17 does show the real waveform, but it's not what I'm looking for. Same goes for Blender for any of you wondering. So we're going to use Gold Wave because it gives us the most accurate results. If you don't want to use Audacity because of the spyware that's now contained in the recent versions, you can use Gold Wave. Just so you know, this video is not sponsored. Like we did back with Kurumi's Tartarus video, we're going to sample as many clicks as we can and compare them. I'll pull up a slideshow of all the clicks I sampled.
Switchback.
So yeah, there's honestly no way these clicks could be sampled, and if they were, they'd be noticeably the same when using Goldwave. Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the 2-frame method. For this, you must shift the video far enough to where once an audio click happens, you check if the noticeable input in the video happens 1 to 2 frames after that click. Because of the variable frame rate issue, we kind of have to reshift the video part because that does actually affect the results. So, we're going to start with the 24% run, some of the parts where Yossarian goes from 0%, and then the 100% completion run. Let's get started. In Kubrick's video on Pixel Frame Perfect Timings, link for that is in the description, he shows that every time you click while the game is running, the actual input registers 2 frames afterward. I'm pretty sure this is the point that Eiriley would try his absolute hardest to disprove, but unfortunately, when he exposed our Xenix, he was wrong. But at the same time, I used this method and I was right. So, realistically, he was indeed a cheater, but not for Eiriley's reasons, but my reasons. But yeah, that's pretty much the 2-frame method in a nutshell. This exposing video is repeating what we did in the Kurumi exposing case. Eiriley made an exposing video, convinces some of the Russian community, and maybe to an extent some of the English speaking community. I come in, save the day, but then Eiriley attacks me by weaponizing his audience. I'm pretty sure by the time this video comes out and Eiriley notices it, he'll do just the same thing what he did in the Kurumi case. Not even caring a little bit, but
That's alright.
the ironic thing is, he actually used to cheat the game himself and tried exposing a couple of people before deleting the videos. Another ironic thing is that after Kurumi streamed on the 1.9 private server, which by the way, you cannot use bots on it, Eiriley immediately disabled the comments on 95% of his videos, starting from the Bloodbath round. Which, if you didn't know, when you do something like that, you're hiding something. Oh yeah, also, by the way, he made a joke video on VSC, so that's really ironic. And we honestly can't trust him any longer, because I disproved 2 of his exposing videos. My prediction is that after I gave Yossarian the OK card and make Eiriley look bad for falsely exposing Yossarian, he'll basically repeat his actions, trying to get his audience to attack me, get them to false flag my video, and have a chance for my channel to be terminated again. By the way, this is exactly what happened in the Kurumi case, I'm not lying. But either way, that is the end of this video. I'm sure I'll do another one of these, because I'm sure you guys know about people who do these videos for clout, attention, views, and possibly money. It's already fun enough to disprove these kinds of videos, and then see the community's reaction towards me. It's already a boring day for me anyways, so let's see what's gonna happen in round 3.